With love from Paris, today I am sharing with you the most popular streetwear trends that I observed while visiting Paris this week. So if you're looking for inspiration perhaps for this spring and upcoming summer, or maybe you just like the French minimalistic style, which is so classic and timeless, this video is for you. A quick side note, if you haven't downloaded my free style guide with timeless classic pieces using clothes from your own wardrobe, then go to womenofhighvalue.com/timeless. I'm going to link it down below for you as well. So let's get started. Let's talk about colors. The French basics are the red, the white, and the blue. And I'm going to say that the number one, the most worn item that I've seen, actually two, but the first one was striped shirts. Striped shirts could mean a lot of different things. It doesn't necessarily need to be the white shirt with the nautical, the navy stripe. It could be a light blue stripe. It could be a pink stripe, a red stripe. You can also have button shirt. I've also seen it as a sweater with ivory and blue or ivory and black, so not necessarily white and navy. I've also seen sweaters tossed over the shoulder. So you're wearing like a completely different outfit, like with white and beige, and then you're going to toss over a striped sweater. Now let's move on to hearts. I didn't see as much, but I saw enough. I saw a full monochromatic shirt and with a little heart here on top. I actually bought one of those shirts before my trip. I also saw the variation of what you're seeing right now from Sezane. They have an ivory sweater with a red heart. I'm going to show it to you and link below everything. Just a lot of different variations of red hearts or smaller hearts. The second most popular trend that I've seen women wear were trenches, the nude trenches. They were everywhere, and my goodness, they look great. Now for this year, what I saw sort of trending, French women were wearing the cropped trenches, and I was so surprised because I was wondering who would even wear that and how do you wear that, because it's a little bit impractical, but imagine wearing it as a thin blazer or a thin jacket with jeans, with beige slacks or white slacks, any variation of that, and it looked great. For blouses, the top trending style is embroidery and maybe puffy sleeves, and you see the eyelet type of wear, white linen, cotton, very breathable. And so I see this variation throughout everything, that from blouses to t-shirts to jackets to blazers. The wonderful Parisian skirts are everywhere. I really enjoyed watching the diversity of short skirts and midi and maxi skirts. Picture very thin materials like satin and silk, flowy and light, combining this with the embroidery top and then a jacket, either a blazer or the jeans jacket is very popular as well. And for shoes, we have loafers, we have sneakers, any combination, sandals, open toe, even a Mary Jane, ballerinas. So you could wear them with pretty much anything in your closet. Let's move on to pants. The black pants are such a staple in the European culture that is your go-to. It goes with everything, and it's very much embedded in how women dress in Europe. The variation that I've seen was either with sneakers or with black loafers. The next version of pants that is very popular on streetwear right now are the beige slacks with white sneakers. That look is very popular and ongoing. I almost want to say a little bit too popular because we are used to seeing it, and because so many women wear it, it's almost overdone, and I would stay away from it unless you incorporate your own personal details. Let's talk about that, about the pop of a color that is very much a signature Parisian and French style, red. When you think about the red lip, you obviously think about French, But there are other ways you can incorporate red. It could be a black and white outfit with a red crossbody, tiny little miniature clutch. It could be red ballerina shoes. It could be a very thin red belt. So I've seen all these variations. Now let's move on to full-on outfits that are very much in demand right now and that are very stylish. The button shirt dress with a vest on top. So imagine a shirt dress that is sort of looks like a mini length, and then you put an oversized vest on top of it that stops right at your hips. It's so chic. I've seen this worn with knee-length socks and loafers or boots. Next, we have the blazer, incredibly popular. Imagine every variation of throwing a blazer on with slacks, with jeans, with shorts, with skirts, and underneath you would have the white t-shirt, white top, very simple, minimalistic look. Another variation of outfit that's very popular is the trench with a t-shirt and jeans. And I think this is sort of the classic European look that we see everywhere as being labeled casual. It's ongoing. I want to talk about makeup a little bit because the French look is not this, not what I'm wearing at all. Minimal makeup to them, and I saw was barely any, which was mascara or a very, very thin liner and mascara. Lip balm, bold lip, perhaps a red lip in the evening, but throughout the day it wasn't really that noticeable. It was very natural. And then the hairstyles were long hair, loose, very clean, brushed, nothing fancy, nothing spectacular, no blowouts, no sprays. And it just goes with the enhanced, natural, organic, slow living type of aesthetic. Moving on to accessories, the one item that I saw being worn over and over in different styles and colors and variations was the oversized bow. The color that I've seen being worn the most was white and then some black, although black looks a little bit depressing, I think. Bows are it. They're very trendy and they're very easy and cheap accessory that you can add to your collection and just to refreshen your overall look. And now for jewelry, I've seen a lot of layered jewelry, layered rings, layered necklaces with pendant, without pendant. I've also seen a lot of gemstones. So we have gemstones bracelets and then earrings and necklace again. It could be just as a gemstone pendant, a lot of flowers and pops of colors in the earrings. Now, when it comes to the French look, the number one purse that you will probably see women wear is the black crossbody clutch. Simple, minimalistic, and I think it's because it goes very well with the French pants, which are black, and again, the French shoes, which are black. And now I want to share with you this beautiful perfume that, of course, I had to get from Paris. This is the Eiffel Tower perfume. It smells unbelievable and I had to get it. I smelled it the first time on the Eiffel Tower. I didn't know what that was. The smell was amazing. And then later when we went to the gift shop, I saw it, I smelled it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's what that smell was. You have to get a perfume in France because it is made in France. They're known for that, right? And now moving on to shoes, which is my favorite topic. And I was just staring the entire time at women's shoes, basically. I was quite surprised to learn that French women wear a lot of loafers, black loafers with platforms. And I thought that was such a 2024 look. Apparently it is continuing. So yeah, that's what they wear. And I totally understand why loafers are a comfort choice because this is an elevated version, right? It gives you a little bit of height and you can walk all day long. So shoes for the most part were either flat or had platforms. And if they were heels, they're very small heels. So here we're talking about sandals with block heels, a lot of ballet shoes, and the number one shoe that I saw throughout my entire trip were sneakers. I think that the sneakers are the new handbag that used to be the logo luxury brand. Now we're doing that for sneakers. You see the luxury logo brand on the sneakers. For sandals, I've seen a lot of Mary Janes being worn, and I'm going to link below the ones that I saw in store, Sezane. These are the it shoe of the season. They look very comfortable. They're stylish, they're feminine. Leather ballet flats, the ones that mold around your shoes, high quality leather is what the French women are wearing. They look just stunning. They go with everything else that I've just covered, and it's sort of like that minimalistic, classic, timeless look that you can wear season after season. If you enjoyed this video, then coming up next, I am sharing some new fun additions to my collection that you might find inspirational for your next European travel. I'll see you there.